There's a free kick here for AZ Alkmaar at Spurs. 25 gone from a really, really dangerous area. Outside the box on the left-hand side. Real opportunity here for the right footer to whip a ball right on top of Vicario. These ones are really, really hard to defend. It's going to be Cooper Miners who's going to whip this ball in with his right foot. And it was a really, really poor ball, almost going away from goal. Needed to be sort of one of those shot crosses where you put it on top of the goalkeeper and have players running in. That
doesn't like him either, does he, Vicario? Track history of it, of set pieces.
Well, he's weak. Yeah. He looks like he needs just to get down the gym and bulk up. It's too easy just to elbow him and shrug him off the ball. So that remains Spurs 0, AZ Alkmaar 0. But you wanted a quick start from Spurs to be aggressive, to be in the opposition's face. It's been a really, really poor start for Spurs. 0-0 on the night. They're 1-0 down on aggregate from the first leg. It is a massive hour or so for Ange Postecoglou for him and certainly his future. But as we say that, Tottenham take the lead on the night. Tottenham 1, AZ Alkmaar 0. Odegaard is the goal scorer. And oh, goodness me, Kwaku Afari, they needed that.
They needed it. And you see the urgency from Spurs, not wasting time at all. Scored a goal, picked the ball up from the back of the net. I think it's Dominic Solanke on the left-hand side of the box, crosses the ball into Odegaard. It looks like an easy finish, but he's got a little bit to do, and he puts it in the top corner, and Spurs are back level in this tie.
They're trying to play out from the back, aren't they? And they make a real meal of it. The right back, who's got the ball in the right corner, tries to end up clearing it. Son does well to pressurise him. It comes off Son into Solanke.
Great pressing.
And then Son does really well to close down the fullback, who clears it, bounces off Son into the path of Solanke, who takes one touch, and to be fair to him, keeps his composure. He goes across goal, and then Odegaard from about 10 yards out. First time left-footed shot into the roof of the net. But that's the aggression I was talking about from Spurs. Son being aggressive, pressing high up the pitch, forces the mistake, and it's a really, really nice finish, Zach, from Odegaard.
It is, yeah. I think I actually think you underplayed it a little bit, Quaker. I think he does very well there to put it in the top right-hand corner. I mean, Spurs have we mentioned the injuries, but Odegaard is someone who I don't think it necessarily got Spurs fans super excited when he joined them in the summer, but to get injured so quickly has meant they've had to play the same front three over and over and over again. I think Son just looks way past it now, needs to be rested a little bit more so he can be used for some of the bigger games when needed. Uses his experience there to make sure he's pressing at the right time when one of the mistakes happen. Odegaard ball comes in, does a lovely finish in top right corner.
Yes, the Spurs 1, AZ Alkmaar 0, 1-1 on the night. It's a really good goal. It's a really, really good goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. James Maddison scores. It's Tottenham 2, AZ Alkmaar 0. This time for Maddison, no silly celebrations. He goes in front of the Tottenham fans. He points to the badge on his chest. Really, really good goal. Really, really good build-up play. But 2 minutes into the second half, Spurs double their lead. And now, most importantly, they are leading 2-1 on the night. Maddison stepping up when it matters. Maddison scoring. Spurs 2, AZ Alkmaar 0. The perfect start for Spurs in the second half. Yes! It's Tottenham 2, AZ Alkmaar 1. Yes. Absolutely massive. Yes. There's limbs in the away end. AZ Alkmaar are back on level terms on aggregate. It is Tottenham 2, AZ Alkmaar 2 on aggregate. Cooper Miners just scored the goal. He goes through. He keeps his composure. He plays it's a great shot going across Vicario, and Spurs look absolutely shocked. Cooper Miners scores, and goodness me, this is well and truly game on. It's a long ball that's pumped forward. They find themselves 2-on-2. Spurs are so open, but Archie Gray manages to push the ball, pushes the player away. Spurs win the ball back, and then is it Lucas Bergvall who gives the ball away. Gray does
there's
well.
a sending off for Man United.
There's a sending off for Man United. Goodness me, Spurs 2, AZ Alkmaar 1. There's a goal! Is he onside? Is he offside? He is onside. It's a second goal.
No.
Tottenham 3. What are you knowing at?
No.
Tottenham 3.
Goodness.
AZ Alkmaar 1. And most importantly now, it's 3-2 to Tottenham. Odegaard, the goal scorer. It is another goal for him, and this is a massive goal for Tottenham. James Maddison has had a fantastic game. Spurs 3, AZ Alkmaar 1. Odegaard scoring after 74 minutes. It is all happening here on talkSPORT Goals. Tottenham play really well out from the back. Ball into Maddison, who goes past the player. He carries the ball. He plays it out to the left-hand side to Son. It then gets pushed on out to the left-hand side once again. Son has the ball. Spence on the overlap. Across goal. Solanke with a back heel. But then it comes to Odegaard, and he's offside.
No, he's on.
I think his knee might... he's on.
Son overlapped to Spence, across goal. Solanke then flicks the ball goalwards. I thought it was offside.
The defender that's on Solanke's right foot, I think.
You think he's onside?
Yeah, I think.
My offside calls are never normally particularly great. But Spurs do so well. That's where Spurs are at their best. They do so well to play out from the back. One ball into Maddison in midfield. It opens up his body, and he's awake. He's able to run and carry the ball. Out to Son, who plays it to Spence on the overlap. Solanke as well to flick it. Odegaard at the back post. And Spurs are winning, guys.
Yeah, Spurs are winning. Fair play to them. Again, this game was always going to be chaos. I don't know. I'm gutted. I can't lie. I'm absolutely gutted.
He's onside, by the way. Good call, Zach. I'm sorry, I'm miles off it.
But yeah, fair play to Spurs. Fair play to James Maddison, who's having more of an influence in this game.
He's had a really good
second
game.
Half.
And Spurs are through. The Spurs players doing a little lap of honour, going and showing their appreciation to the Spurs fans who have started with them throughout the season. James Maddison having a really, really good game this evening. Arms in the air, saluting the Tottenham fans. 3-1 on the night. They did go 1-0 up. Then AZ equalised, but Spurs scoring 2 goals. Spurs went 2-0 up, I should say. Then AZ Alkmaar pulled one back to make it 2-2. I loved Quaker in these European teams that really go over to the fans and they probably get up close to them. You know, that sort of culture you don't see too often here in this country, because the celebration police want to get involved, don't they?
Yeah, no, well, you saw it in the Chelsea-Copenhagen game as well. I'm sure if you were at Stamford Bridge, it would have been more Copenhagen noise than Chelsea noise. The fans were absolutely bouncing for 90 minutes. So, yeah, credit to these fans that travel all across Europe to follow their team home and away. And, yeah, unfortunately for the teams that came to this games as underdogs, they've all gone out. Man United through, Spurs through, Chelsea through. Good night for English teams.
Yeah, good night for the English teams. Absolutely, 3 teams through. Would it be a good night for the Scottish team that are in action this evening? Rangers 0, Fenerbahce 2. That game is going to extra time. Chelsea Arsenal this weekend, isn't it? Man United, Leicester, aren't they on Sunday night in the Premier League?
Yes.
Could be going on a little bit of a run here before the international break.
I'm not getting myself too excited. At the end, it's an all right performance against Arsenal. They've won tonight. Let's just, take it one day at a time, please. And there'll be a lot more Sir Jim Ratcliffe PR probably. We've got to get through in the next 48 hours. So,
How many interviews can Sir Jim Ratcliffe do between now and Sunday night's game, do you think?
Oh, I think he could get through a good 10, I reckon.
I don't need to hear you talk.
Because it's the same stuff repurposed, isn't it?
Do your job,
It's
mate.
Recycled fodder.
Yeah,
well, guys, it's been a fun night. We expected drama, didn't we? We got drama. Kwaku, thank you so much. You're going to be back on Sundays. talkSPORT Goal Show, good stuff. Zach, I'm sure we'll see you again soon. Angelina, you'll, I'm sure, be on the Inside Devil Show next Tuesday. So a reminder, English teams, United through in the Europa League quarter-finals, Spurs through to the Europa League quarter-finals. It's Rangers 0, Fenerbahce 2. That's going to extra time. The Sports Bar will keep you across that. And Chelsea go through to the quarter-finals of the Conference League. If you are watching on talkSPORT's YouTube channel and also on your smart TVs as well, don't go anywhere, because coming up next is Jamie O'Hara and Jermaine Penn, and they're going to be taking your calls on a busy night of football. And again, a reminder, they will keep you across everything that's happening in that Rangers game. Rangers 0, Fenerbahce 2. They are going to extra time, which is literally about to get underway. Is Jose Mourinho going to pull something off? talkSPORT Goals is back on Sunday. We've got the Carabao Cup final, big day of Premier League football. On next, though, your smart TV and your YouTubes. The boys are here with the Sports Bar. It's been a good night. We love football, don't we, guys?
It's the best.
Good night.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.